Big homestand coming up. There's nothing better than playing in front of your home crowd, but there's also a certain level of pressure that comes with it. I don't get it done tonight, and that raises the sense of urgency even higher next time. So I'm just focused on this game and getting a W for the best fans in the world.
It's a road game for the Nuggets, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on DeMar Carroll comes in for Johnson. Joseph, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. So on the floor for Denver, filling out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. Hickson is out there with Joey Dorsey. And it's Nelson in at the point guard. There's the pass to Carroll. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot on. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, and for Randy Foy, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Free dishes to Carroll. Screen by Valanciunas. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire at the charity stripe for all of the past month. 5th best, Gallinari.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you they've put a lot of long hours in the gym to get those percentages to where they are.
Well, you can't get those numbers without the work, and they've posted impressive numbers, and all of them are naturally gifted shooters, but you have to add to natural ability the work required to bring it to fruition.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Thanks again, Doris. Freak kicks to Joseph. Screen by Valanciunas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's take a look at Danilo Gallinari's numbers. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in. The kick out to Scola. Now the dish to Ross. Now Edwards. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Carroll, no one around him. Hits the jumper in space. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. So here's Gallinari. Hickson a screen on Carroll. The 3. No good on that last second. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the lands.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the Nuggets with some changes. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Bulls.
You guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Well, it's exactly. I mean, you just can't win if you don't shoot a better percentage than that. It's not going to happen.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, filling out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. Joey Dorsey is out there with Hickson, and it's Nelson in at the 1. Toronto leading by 6. And here is Joseph. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Edwards, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, a lot of problems for the Nuggets last year. Ended the season with a 30-52 record and really struggled even against the Eastern Conference.
He hits the second from the line. And for the Nuggets, struggling against the East, something they aren't used to doing. They usually pile on the wins when they take on that conference.
Yeah, typically that's the case, but the Nuggets won only 11 games against the East, tied for second lowest amongst Western Conference teams. That's the first losing record against the East for the Nuggets since 2004.
Elbow shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Poked loose. There's the screen, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. In the last few years, the Toronto fans have made a strong case for being the loudest in the league, and Greg, you know, the Air Canada Center can sound like a 60,000 capacity crowd during the playoffs.
It is really unreal. It gives the Raptors a huge advantage here at home. Toronto and Canada will always be hockey first, but they love their Raptors here in the North.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
The Nuggets trail by 5.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes. Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Jameer Nelson. Toronto shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Edwards. Cranes the three-pointer. Freak's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's got 5. From outside the arc. And the first half comes to a...
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome. A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Patterson. Damari Carroll comes in for James Johnson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Edwards in at point guard. Damari Carroll is out there with Stove. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Joseph, he's checked in for Toronto. Screen by Fareed. And Foye kicks to Gallinari. Out left to the wing. The Nuggets moving the ball around. The Nuggets with another miss. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Kept alive. Here's Scola. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Screen by Fareed. 5 on the clock. Here's Hickson. Toronto grabs the miss. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Launches it. Edwards can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Gallinari kicks to Foye. Feeds it to Gallinari. Nelson, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Nelson's got 7 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Scola. Count it from 12.
Got himself into a really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Denver leading by 6. Nelson with it. He's got 7. Fareed a screen on Edwards. Nelson from outside. Can't hit. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Johnson, he's checked in for Valanciunas. The Nuggets also changing it up. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Reed, and it's Moutier in for Jameer Nelson.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
The Nuggets have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Moutier. No good. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter. So the Nuggets win it on nip.
Gentlemen, standing here with
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Wilson Chandler.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakinandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? If you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date, understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, CC, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes, but he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and cheap.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti, Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What are you thinking about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life. Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Johnny is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And it's Larkin in for Jarrett Jack. So the Raptors 5 right now. Edwards in at point guard. Scola out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Scola kicks to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Ross dishes to Freak. Ross passes to Edwards. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn leading by 5. Larkin kicks to Bogdanovich to the right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. In third, the Nets.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
For Brooklyn, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 6. The pass to Biyombo. He kicks it to Freak. Right side, Scola. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Toronto.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
They set the pick. Back to Robinson. And stolen by Scola. Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Freak dishes to Scola. From downtown, and it's Terrence Ross with the 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Nets leading by 3. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Puts up the baby hook. Scola trying to break free. And the basket by Johnson.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Robinson a screen on Edwards. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Larkin. Drops in the layup for 2. Larkin's got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. And that one hits back iron.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And that one's good. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career, Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says. Here for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Larkin. Thomas Robinson is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He picked up 12 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Here's Jack, and it's blocked by Edwards. And he gets it back. Bargnani kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside Jack. Shot clock at 5. Over Edwards. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jack.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Johnson outside. Here is Edwards. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. 3-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And Jack, here we go, and stolen by Scola. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Edwards, that's good. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Toronto.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, three-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubters.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Bogdanovich has got 11 points. Jack against Edwards. Here's Biyombo. No good with the layup. Now here is Jack. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. So for the Nets, Bargnani has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Bogdanovich. A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Edwards, he's in at the point. Jamari Carroll is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Scola, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard position. Freak kicks to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12, and he nails the jumper. And it's 7 points for Luis Scola. There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. And Jack kicks to Johnson. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Jack. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. With his first shot attempt, it's hauled in by Edwards. Raptors trail by 13. Right wing. Carroll passes to Johnson. Here's Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And Jack, here we go. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And he trims the lead to single digits. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Jack against Edwards. Back to Jack. From about 16, misses off the right iron.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Ross kicks to Edwards. Wide open look. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And 12 points now for Jack.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And the final period of play just about to start. So for the Nets, Bargnani comes in for Young. Robinson is subbed in for Johnson. Raptors also changing it up. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Patterson. Damari Carroll comes in for Johnson. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Brook Lopez is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Joe Johnson.
.35 seconds left in the fourth. Lopez dishes to Johnson. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Jack kicks to Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's the first that brings them within 5.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Brook Lopez.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So it's Brooklyn now.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And DeRozan throws it down hard. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight. Kenny, what did you think?
He shot over 50% from the field in the game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
Yeah, in the East-West showdown, only one.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. Joseph, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. So the Raptors 5 right now. Edwards in at point guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And it's Miller penetrating. The pass to Dang. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Jang's got his first points in this one.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against New Orleans.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in, and a wide open look for Freak. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 5. And Muhammad kicks to Miller. Inside, Jang the pass to Pekovic. Timberwolves passing it around. Muhammad, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Pekovic with the screen on Patterson. And it's Miller penetrating. Dishes to Pekovic. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Pekovic has got 5 now.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
And here's Miller. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the left wing. Here's Muhammad. No good on the buzzer. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play? And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, Edwards, he's in at point guard. Terrence Ross is out there with Johnson. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Joseph in at the shooting guard position.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He ended with 17 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Here's Levine. The rebound by Johnson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. We have this break in the action. Let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. Fifth on the list, Freak.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Just a high level of efficiency. That's the key. I mean, quality of shots he takes, but also his fundamentals. Anyone can host a launch party. This guy is consistent ATM.
Here's Miller. Rebound by the Raptors.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Back to Pekovic. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and, you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Ross in the corner. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
That's tipped. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Here's the screen. Levine dishes to Pekovic. Muhammad. The rebound by Johnson. Raptors leading by 16. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range, Edwards can't hit. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Muhammad. A three-pointer is right on target. Muhammad's got his first 3 points of the game. Edwards with it from deep. And that concludes the...
Well, Ricky, what...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgui Dieng comes in for Kevin Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Stola. Corey Joseph's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Miller is out there with Muhammad. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Pekovic in at the center. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Freak sets a screen for Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Joseph off a pick from Edwards. And they call an illegal screen here.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league ranking. 4th in rebounding, 4th in opponent field goal percentage. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe, more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Wiggins has got 10 points in just the second half.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Freak kicks to Joseph, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
And the Raptors making a change here. Ross is checked in. Feeds it to Pekovic. Fades. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Nikola Pekovic.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
Here's Muhammad. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Raptors leading by 11. And Joseph kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Freak. The shot from 20 feet away. That one wide left.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Miller kicks to Muhammad. No good.
You can see he just run.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Minnesota making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett. Gorgui Dieng comes in for Wiggins. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Toronto also making a switch. Edwards, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Edwards, he's in at the point. Scola out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Martin with it, now guarded by DeRozan. Martin the pass to Pekovic, and Scola with the block.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Timberwolves.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Valanciunas. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
4-on-3 break. Kicks it to Muhammad. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Jonas Valanciunas. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Some people say you're just a hanger-on.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that has already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
The crowd is assembled at the Air Canada Centre, looking for a Raptors victory here in Toronto. And we've got it live right here on 2K Sports. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one after a win against the Charlotte Hornets.
I think...
Raptors trail by 4. Lowry dishes to Freak. There's the pick. Pass to Carroll. Out left to the wing. Patterson, the screen. Johnson outside. From beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic Clark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland leading by 6.
That's the ball.
Irving kicks to Love. James wide open. No good on the triple. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Edwards can't hit. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Cavaliers, Varejao comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. Johnson kicks to Joseph. Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. Now the pass to Edwards. Deep two from Ross. And the Raptors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Shumpert, no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for LeBron. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Inside and stolen by Patterson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Ross. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova. Raptors trail by 3. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Ross, that's good. Cleveland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. Outside Williams with 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected. When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big 3 along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Edwards, he's in at the point. Scola out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's DeRozan in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was just a man on a mission. He ended with 10 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GM?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy.
Both teams making some changes here. 1:20 left in the first half of basketball.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
LeBron against Ross. And they double up James. Shumpert passes to LeBron. Fades and shoots. Cleveland the rebound. Varejão's shot is good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Johnson the screen. And stolen by Williams. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his third assist on the night.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Joseph dishes to Freak. 3 seconds left. And we're through the...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozdov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejão at the 4 and 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Williams. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward. And he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Patterson kicks to Edwards. Now the dish to Ross. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Edwards passes to Patterson. Feeds to Joseph. Here's Edwards. Count that one. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Irving kicks to Williams. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside, and stolen by Patterson. Shumpert against Edwards. Stolen by Thompson. Now Shumpert, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Again, the miss by Williams.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ross kicks to Johnson. There's the feed to Freak. Back to Johnson. Ross dishes to Freak. Edwards a screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Ross with a wide open look. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Shumpert passes to Irving. Irving double team. The screen from Thompson. Williams kicks to Thompson. And it's Toronto with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
James dishes to Irving. Back to LeBron with 2 seconds left. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. James has got 19 points.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for...
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter. Some changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Scola. Johnson comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland. Edwards in at point guard. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. DeRozan and Johnson on the wings. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
Irvin's got them falling right now, that's for sure.
DeRozan against Smith. From deep. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas passes to Scola. Here's Edwards. The Raptors rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And he gets it to go.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yo, freaky up, baby, what's up?
I never had this feeling.
tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Edwards in for DeMarre Carroll. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Teague out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Splitter, and it's Scott in at the 4.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Ross, who's checked in for Toronto. Corey Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. And he gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Teague kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Teague. There's the screen. Johnson against Hardaway. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Splitter sets a screen for Teague. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. You know, think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
Edwards can't hit. The Hawks leading. And Teague, here we go. It's Schroeder, top of the key. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Edwards can't hit. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Splitter sets a screen for Teague. To the right side. Schroeder passes to Scott. Hawks passing it around. Splitter sets a screen. Schroeder kicks to Splitter. The rebound by Patterson.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And a wide-open look for Freak.
Okay, man, put your hands together for...
Got a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team. Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider out now with a whole new group, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway's checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder.
Sticking too much.
Freak dishes to Patterson. It's stolen by Korver. Teague drives in to the paint. Splitter, that's good. And the Hawks lead by 14.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Johnson the screen. Edwards passes to Joseph. Down low. Rejected by Teague.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Joseph nails the 16-footer.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Atlanta leading by 14. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Teague for 3. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. That 3 is off the mark from Edwards.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Teague. Feeds to Splitter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. For Atlanta, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2 shots.
And Splitter drops them both. Edwards. And no good trying to get that one. And through the first half.
Coach, what a...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Some changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Scola. Johnson comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Edwards in for Kyle Lowry. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Justin Holiday comes in for Cephalosha. Hardaway's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Splitter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. Now here's Schroeder. Edwards defending. Millsap left side. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson outside. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. He feeds it to Freak. Raptors moving the ball around. Johnson kicks to Edwards. To the inside. Valanciunas dishes to Freak. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. It's stolen by Schroeder. Kicks to Hardaway. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Patterson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pulls up. That one a little long.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Great open look there. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game.
add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Here's Valanciunas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game. The dish to Hardaway. The feed to Millsap. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. They set the pick. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Patterson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Good.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Atlanta's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Splitter with a screen on Edwards. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution on the court.
Korver. The shot will not go.
I want everyone here in Air Canada Center to give it up and cheer on.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo. Damari Carroll comes in, and it's Edwards in for Corey Joseph. Atlanta also making some changes here. Al Horford's checked in for Muscala. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Edwards, he's in at point guard. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Ross in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Schroeder kicks to Horford. From the baseline. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
For Toronto, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Ross gets a screen from Edwards. Ross passes to Edwards. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Edwards a screen on Horford. Ross kicks to Edwards. Lets it go from 14.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jeff Teague. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Passes to Horford. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin.
Well, Paul, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's Jeff Teague. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, send him in.